me. I'm losing my head. The only thing saving your life is that it don't look good. An orange and I hate stripes. In love with the prison guard. I can sell cigarettes in the prison yard. Don't think someone I know ain't the chains. It's clothes that's stopping me. I hate stripes, and orange ain't my color. And if I squeeze that trigger tonight, I'll be wearing one or the other. There's no crime fashion worth the crime of fashion. The only thing saving your life is that it don't look good. Orange and I hate stripes. Oh. There's no crime of fashion worth the crime of fashion. The only thing saving your life is that it don't look good. And orange and I hate stripes. Orange ain't my color. If I squeeze that trigger tonight, I'll be wearing one or the other. There's no crime of fashion worth the crime of fashion. The only thing saving your life is that it don't look good. And orange and I hate stripes. Whoa. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to have a little question and answer section. This whole night is question and answer. If you have questions, email them in or whatever you're doing. My manager, Emily Marchbanks, is back on the couch. She's going to be asking the questions. Jessie Jo Dillon is also here with us tonight. For those of you that don't know Jessie Jo Dillon, she's a co-writer. Yeah, you're missing. Your life is lacking. So we got a question.
Courtney wants to know, what is the favorite song you've ever written?
Wow.
Toughie.
That's a toughie. I probably have a favorite couple. Favorites for different reasons. I can't answer that. I'm so sorry.
I can answer my favorite one. You ready?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, let's take a little.
Wants to know, is there a chance of a show in Southeast Texas anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing in Austin. Do you know the date that I'm in Austin?
April 9th?
I think I'm in Austin on April 9th. So yeah, maybe we can work something out for Southeast Texas. I love Southeast Texas. I played East Texas one time, Marshall, Texas. One of my favorite places ever to play. Ever. So this is Take a Little Pill. Mama got depressed. Daddy was dying, so the doctor gave her something to help her with her crying. And she couldn't sleep, so he gave her something. If you got a little hurt, you take a little pill. That fella down the road, he walks with a limp. He's a decorated soldier and a pain-filled pimp. Got a loaded gun and an old pit bull, a black Cadillac with a whole trunk full. Says if one won't work, then another one will. Ever lose a lover or wanna lose some weight? What you can't cure, you can medicate. If one won't work, then another one will. If you got a little hurt, you take a little pill, lay it on your tongue. Ain't a nerve that can't be numb. Ain't a buzz that you can't buy. Ain't a low you can't make high till it wears off like it always will. And when it does, you take a little pill. Thank you, Brent.
Oh, that song's serious.
Well, we got any more questions?
Oh, yeah. Sandy in Massachusetts wants to know how you sign up for meet and greets on your tour.
Oh, meet and greets on this tour with Jennifer Nettles. I'm so excited. Going to get to be opening up for Jennifer on her tour that starts on Valentine's Day, February 14th in Washington, D.C. I won't have a meet and greet, so to speak, but I will be meeting people in between my set and Jennifer's show. We'll have some great merch. We'll have some CDs. I'd love to meet you, Sandy, and many, many others.
And you are, someone from Oklahoma is asking if you're skipping the Thackerville, Oklahoma show. You're going to be at that.
I'll be at the Thackerville. I would not miss out on Thackerville.
Can't skip out on
That
Thackerville.
sounds like a Who place, like a Dr. Seuss. Thackerville. Oh, I'd never miss out at a casino.
One last question for the moment. If you could be on stage and perform live or go into the studio to cut a duet, which country artist would you want to sing with?
Whew, that's another tough one.
Throw out some tough questions.
You know, I would have to say if I could do a duet with anybody right now, it would be Jamie Johnson. I actually have something in mind, and my manager Emily's saying, or her. I have something in mind I want to duet with Jamie. Jamie, if you're tuned into this right now, got a great song for me and you. So I guess we're going to do another one. We had a request. We had a couple requests for this last one, this next one. It's called "Hungover," key of B. Allie in South Carolina, Raya, our good friend Raya Nixon, asked for this. So we're going to do it for you. And the co-writer on this song, one of the co-writers on this song, Jessie Jo Dillon, is here in studio tonight. I did the laundry, I cleaned the kitchen, swept up the pieces of those broken dishes. I drank my coffee while yours got colder, all while you were hungover. I put on lipstick, I planted roses, painted the bathroom, but you never noticed. I felt the first chill of October, all while you were hungover. Baby, your head ain't the only thing hurting, you know. The sun keeps coming up even if the curtains are closed. That girl in the mirror, I got to know her. baby, your head ain't the only thing hurting, you know. The sun keeps coming up even if the curtains are closed. Got a little bit stronger, got a little bit older, all while you were hungover. Now this would be the part where Brent would have his big solo. He's still gonna do it. He has broken a string. It's pretty amazing. I left the laundry, those broken dishes, called my sister and bought a ticket. I got a good start on starting over, all while you were hungover.
Yeah, girl.
Well, those of you that tuned into the first Stageit, remember that Brent cut his hand on a beer
I
bottle.
actually still got I'm still showing the scar right there.
Oh, he's got a little
too.
scar.
Still got it. Me and Stageit, I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
him and
Jinx
Stageit.
somehow.
So now he's broken a string.
It's alright, because we're asking, there's got to be more.
There's got to be more guitars. There's going to
So
be.
why don't you
I'll have a little
talk
talk.
to these lovely
and-
people?
Well, the good thing is,
I'm
now
gonna track
you bring
down.
up Brent, and
Uh-huh.
I've got someone asking, several people asking if he's single.
Oh!
People are saying he's cute.
Oh, he's very cute.
Great.
Yep.
Hey.
Freaking awesome.
He's all
like
those.
that.
He's
I like
all those
that.
things. Brent is very single. Brent and I have spent a lot of time around each other, and I'll tell you, any lady would be lucky to have Brent.
Brandy, that's sweet.
It's true.
Thank you very much.
And I'll tell you what else. He likes a cougar. So, you older women, no, don't worry about that.
That's fine, too.
Yeah. And he likes a young one too, but he's not opposed to a cougar. So I guess I could do something without Brent up here. What's that? Okay, I'll answer some questions first.
Just 'cause.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone aspiring to work in the music business from Brandy Clark fans?
I would say my advice would be, no, Emily's saying run, don't run. If you love music, we need you in the music business. I would say if it's in your heart to do it, do it. That would be my advice. Don't do it for the money, though, because if you're doing it for the money, you might as well go be a lawyer or, I don't know, a reality TV star. But if you love music, get into the music business. Next question.
Next question. Any new songwriting collaborations in the works?
Well, actually, Brent and I have been writing a lot and writing some things I really love. He and I, and actually Jessie Joe, who's here. I keep bringing up Jessie Joe. Those of you that don't know Jessie Joe, check her stuff out. We've been writing a lot. I'm real happy about that. I've written some stuff with Scott Stepikoff, who just released a record to iTunes called Unlived Lives. That's a song he and I wrote and duetted. I don't know if duetted is a word on that record. Check him out too. That's a great. He's amazing. Great collaboration there. Next question.
This is from our friend Tazil.
Oh, I love Tazil. Tazil, thank you so much for the tattoo, for all of y'all that are tuned in. I'm so excited that this Stageit show sold out, and this record has been kind of the little engine that could, and y'all that have bought it and have supported it you guys are the reason why.
Well, Tazil wants to know if you have any songs that you gave to other artists and wish that you hadn't, that you could have recorded for yourself.
No, I have. I've been really fortunate in that every song of mine that's been recorded by another artist, I've been really proud of the cut. I've had some cuts by artists that I grew up loving, like Reba McEntire and Kenny Rogers, and then that I didn't grow up with, like Miranda Lambert and Van Perry, that have cut my songs that have just killed it. So I'm pretty lucky. I don't have any regrets as far as other people recording my songs. As Brent's tuning up, is there any requests out there, Em? Anything anybody's wanting to hear? I'm not saying we can fulfill every request.
So apparently,
We've got Courtney asking for We Can't Be Friends. We've got Get High,
Ah,
Hold My Hand, I Cry.
all the autumn songs.
you know, let's do a little hold my hand. We haven't done anything slow yet.
So apparently, Yamaha gave all the guitars to ASCAP, funded this whole place.
Ah,
Just hanging on the wall.
very nice.
It's awesome.
So we got B flat here for hold my hand. All right. Raven is the color of her long curly hair. Red is the dress that she knows how to wear. Bluest eyes I've ever seen, maybe just a touch of green. Oh, she could steal most any woman's man. This'd be a real good time to hold my hand. She walked up and said hello. It's been a while, don't think I didn't notice the nervous in your smile. Wasn't that long ago, you were a whole lot more than friends. So this'd be a real good time to hold my hand. Don't let this moment linger. Now would be the time to reach out with your fingers, get 'em tangled up with mine. Let her know for sure that I'm more than just a soft place to land. This'd be a real good time to hold my hand. If I'm your future and she's your past, if it's over with her and our love's gonna last, don't let this moment linger. Now would be the time to reach out with your fingers, get 'em tangled up with mine. Let her know for sure that I'm more than just a soft place to land. This'd be a real good time. Oh, this'd be a real good time. This'd be a real good time to hold my hand. Whew. Thank you. So, how about another question?
Who played Dobro on 12 Stories?
Well, Dobro, most of the steel work was done by Smith Curry, and then the dobro parts on Get High, that was Dan Dugmore, who is a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Linda Ronstadt's band.
It's still
Um, Yeah, he's played on everything.
If you've heard country music in the last 20 years, you've probably heard him play something.
Yeah. Smith, too. Smith is younger than Dan. Not that.
He's been on quite a bit of things.
Yeah, he's been on quite a few things as well.
Are you going to the studio anytime soon?
I'm always going into the studio to do demos and pre-production, but I'm hoping to start making another record probably in the fall, late summer, early fall. One more question.
You have Get High t-shirts, and he plans to create a whole line of Brandy wear. Hungover, take a little pill, and crazy.
There will be an entire line of Brandy wear. It's a lifestyle. And it will be about more than just the drugs and the drinking and all that stuff. But there might be some of that put in there. So, speaking of Get High, I guess we could do that right now. That is the key of F. So this song, I might have said this at the last Stageit, but if I did, I'm going to repeat myself, and if I didn't, it's new information. This was the first song written on this record, and I wrote this about a girl that I went to high school with many, many years ago, and it kind of inspired a lot of this record. She hates her job, loves her kids, bored with her husband, tired of the same old list of things to do. So when the to-dos have all been done, she sits down at the kitchen table, rolls herself a fat one, smoke so sweet fills the air. She maybe ought to crack a window. All she can do is stare at the paint that's been peeling off of the walls. A couple of tokes and her troubles don't seem all that tall. You know life will let you down, love will leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. She laughs out loud at who she used to be, the girl who'd look down on the woman smoking weed in her kitchen. Sometimes she misses them younger days, seeing the world through rose-colored glasses instead of this purple haze. But you know life will let you down, love will leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. So she tucks her kids in at night, kisses her husband, turns off the light and talks to God. Says, Lord, help me accept what I can't change. But until I learn to do that, thanks for the Mary Jane. 'Cause you know life will let you down, love's gonna leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. Yeah, sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, studio audience. About 3 people.
Dan Hardy wants to know, how was the experience making the video for Stripes?
The experience making the video for Stripes was one of the funnest days of my life. Becky Fluke shot that video, and we started out at the Rutherford County Adult Correctional Facility, and everybody in that video is somebody I know. And one of the girls got a date with a prison guard, and others wanted dates with the prisoners. So Others molested Ray Scott, who played a prison guard in the video, and then so we shot there half the day, and then we were lucky they were renovating one floor, so we were able to use a floor of that facility, and then the rest of the day we shot at a friend's house. Actually, Jessie Joe Dillon, who I've mentioned now probably 5 times. Check out Jessie Joe Dillon if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Jessie Joe was in the end scene as the platinum blonde. I don't know many friends that would get down to their underwear for you, but Jessie Joe did that for me. And it was great. And then the coolest thing about that whole video is I'm a huge Nancy Grace fan, and Nancy Grace makes a cameo in it. So that was like, I learned that day, don't dream big, dream bigger. So it was an amazing experience.
What's your favorite record at the moment?
Wow. Well, it's not a country record, but I'm so much just always right in the middle of whatever's in country music. But I was lucky enough to be nominated for a Grammy, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I did not know who Macklemore was, and so after the Grammys and seeing his performance, I decided to buy that record, The Heist, and so right now that's currently my favorite record. But usually I'm just a stone cold country. Don't get out of that headspace much. Okay, got a really good question.
Anything Ozzy said when you met him?
Ozzy. Okay, well, I just about fell over.
No more waters for you.
No more waters for me. I was lucky enough to meet Ozzy at the ASCAP brunch on the Saturday before the Grammys, and I actually saw Sharon Osbourne and thought I want to meet her because I've always been a big fan of both her and Ozzy and when they had their reality show. So I went over and I introduced myself to Sharon, and she was very nice, and she introduced me to Ozzy, and the truth is, no, I did not understand anything he said to me.
They sound like,
Yeah, it was kind of like that. And I said, you've been in my life my whole life, and he said that. I had a friend growing up, Rachel Dean, and her brother was a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan, and his walls were nothing but Ozzy Osbourne. So that was how I knew Ozzy Osbourne. And then hearing his music. But it was really surreal to meet them. That is what it sounds like. So speaking of the Grammys, let's do a song that I had that was nominated for a Grammy. It's also nominated for an ACM. And I call this song The Gift That Keeps on Giving. It was nominated for a CMA and then a Grammy and now an ACM. So it's gotten me some cool trips at least. Thank you, Miranda Lambert. I cut my bangs with some rusty kitchen scissors. I screamed his name till the neighbors called the cops. I numbed the pain at the expense of my liver. Don't know what I did next, all I know I couldn't stop. Word got around to the barflies and the Baptists. My mama's phone started ringing off the hook. I can hear her now saying she ain't gonna have it. It don't matter how you feel, it only matters how you look. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady, 'cause I raised you better, gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. This ain't my mama's broken heart. Wish I could be just a little less dramatic, like a Kennedy when Camelot went down in flames. Leave it to me to be holding the matches when the fire trucks show up and there's nobody else to blame. Can't get revenge and keep a spotless reputation. Sometimes revenge is a choice you've got to make. My mama came from a softer generation, where you get a grip and bite your lip just to save a little face. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady, 'cause I raised you better, gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. Well, this ain't my mama's broken heart. Powder your nose, paint your toes, line your lips and keep 'em closed. Cross your legs, dot your I's, and never let 'em see you cry. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady, 'cause I raised you better, God. Keep it together even when you fall apart. Well, this ain't my mama's broken heart. Oh, thank you all so much for requesting that song and making it a great big hit. We got another question?
Have you ever met Loretta Lynn?
I have not. That's somebody I'd love to meet. I'd love to meet Dolly, and I'd love to meet Loretta. Loretta Lynn is a huge part of the reason why I ever fell in love with country music and wanted to move to Nashville. My grandparents were huge fans of hers. One of my early memories was of my grandparents going to see her at the Puyallup Fair in Washington State, and not getting to go and being upset. But I remember the next morning I stayed the night at my grandma's house, waking up, and my grandma telling me how many times Loretta had changed clothes in the show. But the movie Coal Miner's Daughter, huge influence on me. Still watch it all the time. It's one of those movies that I'll think, oh, I'm just going to watch a little bit of this. Y'all just watch till Loretta moves to Nashville. Next thing I know, her and Dew are making plans for the house, and just, she's singing Coal Miner's Daughter.
That request was better be too. I don't know if that's on the list or not.
It's not on the list, but we can always do it. 30 minutes? Oh, wow. Now, I thought we were doing a half hour. Okay. I could run out of songs. So this was my first big hit a year ago. I told you on the day we wed I was gonna love you till I was dead. Made you wait till our wedding night. That's the first and the last time I'll wear white. So if the ties that bind never do come loose, tie 'em in a knot like a hangman's noose. 'Cause I'll go to heaven or I'll go to hell before I'll see you with someone else. Put me in the ground, put me 6 foot down. Let the stone say, here lies a girl whose only crutch is loving one man just a little too much. If you go before I do, I'm gonna tell the grave digger that he better dig too. It won't be whiskey, it won't be meth, it'll be your name on my last breath. If divorce or death ever do us part, coroner will call it a broken heart. So put me in the ground, put me 6 foot down. Let the stone say, here lies a girl whose only crutch is loving one man just a little too much. If you go before I do, I'm gonna tell the grave digger that he better dig too. I took your name when I took those vows. I meant 'em back then and I mean 'em right now. Oh, right now. So if the ties that bind ever do come loose, if forever ever ends for you, if that ring gets a little too tight, you might as well read me my last rites. And let the stone say, here lies a girl whose only crutch is loving one man just a little too much. If you go before I do, I'm gonna tell the grave digger that he better dig too. There'll be a stone right next to mine, and we'll be together till the end of time. Don't you go before I do, I'm gonna tell the grave digger that he better dig too. 'Cause I told you on the day we wed I was gonna love you till I was dead. Thank you, whoever requested that.
You know, we've also had a message that said if you run out of songs, Brent can do one.
Speaking of Brent, we're not out of songs yet, and I hate to put him on the spot. But Brent has a song currently on the chart. He has a couple songs on the charts. Cold Beer with Your Name on it. He was just in the video for that single today. It's a Josh Thompson song. He's playing the bartender. He drank a little on the job. And then he also has Sheryl Crow's current single.
Yeah.
And what's the name? I know it's Lonely.
Call me when I'm lonely.
Calling Me When I'm Lonely. I would love it if you sang a song.
Gosh. But that's the thing about singing a song right now is I have to play it right after you sing a song, and that sounds terrible.
Oh, it's not terrible. It's amazing.
What do you want me to play?
Whatever you want.
Oh, I'll do that to me now. Yeah, I'll play this. Just for the record, I really don't want to do this.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I thought we were playing for half an hour. So, so we got some time to fill.
Oh, this is gonna make it real interesting. This is
Okay.
something real new.
I love that.
Might bomb all the words. I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe not. I gotta do this.
That good?
Okay. When I drink beer, I know what happens. I've seen it happen 100 times before. I'll tell myself I'll just have a couple, and I'll have a couple, and then a couple more. And by that fifth one, I'm holding my phone, looking through pictures of me and you, and then I'll sit there, stare at your number, thinking I shouldn't, but I always do. Ooh, you don't always answer. Ooh, it's better if you don't. 'Cause ooh, because you're lonely, but that don't matter when I drink beer. Laying there beside you. Ooh, I know it's gonna hurt. 'Cause ooh, there ain't nothing better than holding you, but there ain't nothing worse than when I wake up and that bed is empty and that pain will hit me. 'Cause you ain't there, and I still want you, but I can't have you. If I can't have you, I just want it. Right now I'm thirsty for a cold one, as much as I want one. I'm steering clear. Oh, 'cause I'm still hurting from the last time, and it's been a long time since I drank beer.
Stageit is working out well for Brad. I mean, I was thinking when he was singing this forlorny song about when I drink beer, I was thinking there's a whole lot of girls that want him drinking beer and calling that. I was thinking that. Yeah, Smexy. That's something.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's new
that was
to this
amazing.
guy.
Amazing.
I wrote that with a buddy of mine, Mike Ryan. Y'all should all go check out his music too. Mike Ryan band lives down in Texas. Dude's a singer. It's
He
crazy.
really is.
We've got a Courtney who's having a birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Courtney. Where's Courtney from?
She's 20 today.
20. Oh, gosh. 20.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
Lots of questions. They want to know if there were panties at the Grammys.
Were there there were no panties at the Grammys. I wore a dress that you couldn't have panty lines in, so I was told not to wear panties. I was wearing an
I've had that happen to me
undergarment.
before.
And, but yeah, Shane McAnally tweeted that I would not be wearing panties at the Grammy. And Shane's a lot of things, but a liar is not one of them.
I've had to do that before. We put on a fancy dress and they
Yeah.
say, hey, listen, you gotta take the panties off, son. It's actually- What can I do?
Oh, yeah. Brent wears a lot of fancy
A lot
dresses.
of fancy dresses. I did have to wear a dress one time when Auburn lost. When Auburn beat LSU in the last 2 seconds of the game. Whatever the matter in my life.
Oh,
And I wore it here in Nashville, right on there at Tin Roof, and I ate lunch outside in a dress. And Robert Philhart back there shaking his head because he remembers that. It was absolutely terrible. But that's the thing about making bets. You got to back them up.
it's true.
You got to do it.
You're a man of your word.
It was terrible.
Brandy, we've got a comment from Larry Melinda.
Uh-huh.
Who says they work at South Johnson High School with Melinda Simmons.
Uh-huh. Simons.
Simons.
Uh-huh.
She's happy to be here.
Oh, good. I'm happy to have you here. Friend of Melinda, and Larry's is a friend of mine. I guess I should play another song, maybe. This song, XM, it's called Pray to Jesus. And XM, the highway, has just started playing this on there on the horizon. So we're going to be shooting a video real soon. And y'all will be seeing that on CMT. But until then, the more that y'all could tweet at XM and Buzz Brainerd and John Marks and tell them that you love hearing this, the more it will help it. We live in trailers and apartments too. From California to Kalamazoo. Grow up, get married, and when that one ends, we hate sleeping long, so we get married again. Don't want to be buried in debt or in sin, so we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto, 'cause there ain't but 2 ways we can change tomorrow, and it ain't no genie and it ain't no bottle, so we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto. We love to complain about what we can't fix, mostly mothers-in-law, traffic, and politics. We tell our kids how hard it was back when, same way our parents did us back then. Thought we'd be different, but we're just like them. So we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto, 'cause there ain't but 2 ways we can change tomorrow, and it ain't no genie and it ain't no bottle, so we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto. Throw our kids. We throw our kids. We don't throw our kids.
Throw our kids.
Yes, we load our kids up in our new used car, and after church we hit the mini mart. Behind the counter up there on the wall, it reads 200 million on the Powerball. 6 little numbers that could change it all. So we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto, 'cause there ain't but 2 ways we can change tomorrow. And it ain't no genie and it ain't no bottle. So we pray to Jesus and we play the lotto like a bumper sticker, like a poor man's motto. Times are tough and our time is borrowed, so let's pray to Jesus and let's play the lotto. Thank you. Thank you all for requesting that too. This is true. Throwing your kids will get you orange or stripes. I guess there's... Yeah, don't throw your kids. Even when you want to. I am ecstatic about the shows with John Prine. He's a legend and a songwriter I've looked up to. A songwriter and performer I've looked up to most of my life. So yes, I'm very excited. And it's in New Orleans, and I've never been to New Orleans.
Never been to New Orleans?
Never been.
Oh,
I know.
It's really good.
I think it's going to be a good time.
New Orleans is where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in Orlando.
Yes, Brent is a Cajun.
Mm-hmm. Who dat? Freaking Seahawks, man. Let me start.
See who? I bet there's all kinds of Seahawks fans tuning in tonight to this.
Well, there is now. They just won the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, now, but that's a fickle fan. I was a Seahawks fan back when they wore ugly gray uniforms.
I've been there. I got pictures of me in the Superdome in Louisiana as a little boy with a bag over my head. Because the Saints were so bad. And that was the thing to do. It's what they all did, and I did it. I did it. I got pictures to prove it.
Yeah.
Well,
But you know what? The Saints won a couple years ago. Seahawks won last night. I know, I've been waiting my whole life. My brother texted me and said, "Sis," because he was always a Denver Broncos fan when John Elway was king. He said, "Sis, did you ever think that the Seahawks and the Denver Broncos would be playing in the Super Bowl and that you would have a song in a commercial?" I said, "No, I never did think that."
that's so awesome.
I don't know which was more of a shock to me. Probably the Seahawks being in the Super Bowl, honestly. Because, man, we had some bad years. Got another question?
I do. Do you like songwriting or performing better?
You know what? I like them both. I mean, I especially love this kind of performing's a little harder because we don't really have an audience. We have 3 or 4 people here that have heard these songs 8 million times. But still love them, as Emily said. I love being in front of an audience when they're hearing something for the first time. And when it's not the first time, I love that. That's a huge, shot of adrenaline. But I really, really love writing songs. And Brent knows he's a songwriter and performer. There's nothing like getting that great idea and then crafting it into a great song. And when you've got one, when you wow, this is something. So they're both equal, but they're both really different. I mean, being on stage is like a shot of whiskey, and writing a song is like a long, slow, I don't know what drink would be long and slow. I don't know, slow gin fizz, I don't know.
Ordered her a slow gin.
Yeah, I guess. Yes.
When the chicken fried steaks are hot.
Yes.
Oh. Kershaw, just throwing out there.
Brandy, this is my favorite question of the night.
Okay.
Or one of them. Actually, the Tammy one was the better one, but
All
I
right.
like this one. Are you getting used to the primping that goes with the performing part of it?
Am I used to the primping? Well, here's what I'll say. Yeah, I'm getting more used to it. I'm starting to like it a little bit. I told Emily, who is my manager, I've mentioned her several times tonight, I'll do anything if there's hair and makeup involved. Because, it just gives you a little leg up. And I don't know, I like sitting in a chair and getting my makeup and hair done. Doing it myself I'm just not as good. I look a little like a clown when I do it myself. But yeah, I'm getting acclimated to it. Great question.
Do you want to do any more questions?
Well, let's do another song, and then we'll do a question. So when I was out at the Grammys, this will be what'll keep me out of heaven. I was walking from the Nokia Theater, where they do the pre-tail awards, to the Staples Center, where they do the televised portion of the show. And I was walking with Shane McAnally and Josh Osborne, and Casey Musgraves, who won a Grammy. Shane and Casey won too. And there was this girl by Shane, and Shane says, well, this is Brandy's right here. And so this young girl turns around and freaks out that she had just met me. She said, I run the Brandy Clark fans Twitter. I said, I thought that was my mom. So I'm really honored that somebody would set up a fan Twitter for me. And that sweet girl actually requested this next song. I know I shouldn't be here tonight. I hardly know this man. It's been a long time since I felt as pretty as he tells me I am. I've met him at the coffee shop, and I've met him in the park. But I've never been alone with him in this dress after dark. There's so many shades of gray. This is black and white. He's some stranger's husband, and I'm some stranger's wife. 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. What'll keep me out of heaven will take me there tonight. The arrow's on the second floor. The bell's about to ring, and I have to turn away right now or walk into this thing. If I step into that elevator, there ain't no turning around. And I don't know what scares me most, the ride up or the ride down. There's so many shades of gray. This is black and white. He's some stranger's husband, and I'm some stranger's wife. And 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. What'll keep me out of heaven will take me there tonight. 10 floors up, he's waiting with champagne and candlelight. And what'll keep me out of heaven will take me there tonight. Thank you. Thank you, studio audience. Do we have any more questions?
That makes me laugh so
Studio
much
audience.
every time you say thank you, studio audience.
Oh, wow, okay. It's getting serious. My mom's asking questions. Oh,
Your mom was so sweet.
this one?
A
Yes.
lot of people are up at 2:27 a.m.
Wow. Are they in the UK?
They are.
Thank you, UK. And I have to say, I shouted out to Zeal earlier. Grace and Andrew, I mean, wow.
Come on.
I feel like a Beatle in the UK. I do. I mean, don't know.
Somebody from Canada?
Oh.
From Canada?
I'm big on foreign soil.
You're international.
Yeah, I'm international. Yeah, so thank you guys for being up at 2:30 in the morning. And I know y'all have to work. I know you're not like us, and you know, yeah, you don't get to start your day at 10:30. So thank you. Are there any other questions?
Well, everybody just seems very, very happy
Oh, good.
and really in love with Brent Anderson.
Ah,
And Jesse Joe Dillon's got a lot of new Twitter followers.
oh, love that. Jesse is a beast.
Becky Blue's asking for one more song.
Becky Fluke. Okay, we'll give you one more. Speaking of Jesse Joe, this is a song written with Jesse Joe. Who'd have guessed that Aquanet could start a fire with a single cigarette? She wasn't drunk, she wasn't stoned, just sick and tired of wondering if he was coming home. She drove around, she found his car, they heard the boom from in the bar. He called the cops, she called his bluff. They hauled her off in high heels and handcuffs. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, keep that crazy hidden till they're pushed off the deep end. God forgive them. No, they weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. He told his friends she was depressed, borderline bipolar, a bitch with PMS. He cheats and lies and then plays the victim. He don't know why they always seem to pick him. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, keep their crazy hidden till they're pushed off the deep end. God forgive them. No, they weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. Now, I know a lot of these women out there that are liking you, Brent, are probably crazy. Oh, Jessie Joe raised her hand. So heed this advice right here. Some take a pistol, some take an axe. And boy, if you build a fire, you better bet she's got a match. It might be the teacher just down the street, the hairdresser or the housewife, or that waitress that's so sweet. You won't see it when you meet her, so be careful how you treat her. She might look just like me. Crazy women, ex-wives and old girlfriends, we keep our crazy hidden till we're pushed off the deep end. God forgive us. No, we weren't born like this. No, crazy women are made by crazy men. Yeah, crazy women are made by crazy men. Woohoo! So thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for the Stageit crew for making this possible. Thank you for our studio audience of Robert Philhart, Emily Marchbanks, and Jessie Joe Dillon. Thank you, Brent Anderson. And thank you all for tuning in. See you next time.